What's up, guys? It's your boy the Farrier up in here. We just having a good old long day. It is 1:49 in the morning. Just bored, had a long day shoeing some horses. Just figured I'd send out a video for y'all. This is my first YouTube video, so kind of bear with me. I'll get the hang of it, guys. But hold on one sec. I'm gonna throw in a dip. I'm going to get me some good old Copenhagen long cut in. As y'all can see, this is my usual chew. I chew this every day in and out. Sometimes I like to mix it up though. That's the one. I don't usually know what to do in these videos right away, so just give me a little minute. I'll figure it out. We'll have a nice old little talk. So I was out shoeing today, and I had this real nasty horse. Big old muley. She was a freaking mess. I'm up under her, I'm on her feet, nailing her shoes in, and she decides to rear up, picking her feet up. So I said, okay, I'm going to bear down on her. All of a sudden, next thing I know, she's picking me up. She's throwing me across the lot. I'll tell you what, guys, there is nothing harder than being a farrier. Yeah, I give credit to the military, I give credit to the firefighters, the EMTs, the police officers, all of them. But being a farrier is honestly one of the hardest jobs there is. You know, you're out there 24/7. You're under a wild animal that's probably not going to be the tamest in the world. I might have contradicted myself, but oh well. You know, a lot of these horses, their owners are sitting there, oh, yeah, he's real good with his feet. You got to pick his foot up, and he's just a mess. These owners haven't trimmed the horse's hooves. They haven't really done a whole lot to these horses' feet. They've only had one shoe ever put on this horse's foot in its entire life. And this horse is, you know, 6, 7 years old. You're supposed to be shoeing them from the time they're gelding. You know, I'm out here today, though, and this horse, her feet were all cracked up. You know, she had a lot of hoof rot in there and a crazy ton of clubfoot. For those of you who don't know what hoof rot or clubfoot is, basically, clubfoot is where the foot, it's supposed to go like this, and it goes more like this. And hoof rot is where there's a disease inside the hoof, eating away at the sole and eating away at the hoof. You know, I've seen some really bad horses. I've seen some horses where the owners literally have never ever had these horses' feet trimmed or shoed. But anyways, getting back to the story. I was talking to my boss today, the lady Sherry. And she goes, well, I want you to hot shoe him. So I explained to her what hot shoeing was. And hot shoeing, for those of you who don't know, hot shoeing is where you heat up your shoe and you press it down really firmly on the horse's foot. What it does is it gives you a clear path to nail your horse's foot on, like to nail the shoe onto your horse's hoof, and at the same time it clears all the bacteria out. But anyways, she tells me she wants me to hot shoe her. Well, this horse's foot was so cracked up and so bad that I physically could not do that. I could not get it to the point where I wanted it, because if I wanted, typically with a horse's foot, you're going to put about 3-4 nails in. All I was able to get in was 2 on each side. And that's definitely not going to stay on very long. So she's sitting there complaining about it. So I finally had enough, and I told her, look, I'm the farrier. This is what I got to do. You know, I can't guarantee that your horse's hoof is going to fit with this shoe perfectly when it's so bad. I've trimmed as much as I can possibly go. If I go any more, it's going to mess your horse's foot up. And this crazy lady is sitting there going, well, do it anyways, blah, 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 blah. You know, my horse needs to be pristine. It's an English riding horse. Like, okay, lady, I'm sorry. You might be the horse's owner, but I'm not going to go out of my way to damage that horse. There's a lot going on, and, you know, I ain't like that. That horse is a $50,000 horse. Why the hell would I go and damage it? You know what I mean? But this crazy lady threw this big old tissy fit, and it was insane. I've never seen a 60-year-old woman act more like a child in my life. I was with another client today where, you know, she's got about 15 horses, all in one barn. And she wanted to see if she could get a multiple horse discount. And I was okay with it at first, but then she started referring me to people. And I'm not going to do a multiple horse discount for everybody. You know, that's taking money out of my pocket when it's $150 a horse. If I knock off $20-$40, then I'm not getting paid enough for what I do. Because you got to count in gas, man hours, supplies, you know, tools, all of it. It's just not worth it to me. And bottom line is, guys, for all you farriers out there, you know, I'm right there with you. It's a hard job. I love it to death, but there's a lot going on with it, you know. And for those of you who don't know what farriers are, we're horseshoers. You know, we deal with a lot of crazy-ass people out there. We deal with a lot of crazy animals. You got to be a real cowboy to get under there and do it. You know, I give these ranchers a lot of credit. I used to be a rancher. I was a rancher for 10 years. I don't do that no more. I stick strictly to horses. Like, I'll still round up horses. I'll still brand them. I'll still go to gatherings and all that, but I'm not going to go out of my way to go mess with a cow when cows are just unpredictable nowadays. And the meat market is so unpredictable that it's crazy. So I stick to what I know, and what I know is horses. What I know is shoeing, gathering, branding. You know, I got a call from my old lady today. You know, the lady farrier. And I was talking to her. She gave me a good aspect on everything. She goes, look, no matter how beat up, how banged up you get, you're still going to have a family to come home to at the end of the day. You're still going to have me. You're still going to have your family. You're still going to have your brothers. All that. For all of y'all out there that get so beaten down getting your businesses started and just getting out there, don't give up. You know, it's going to be hard at first. It's going to be real hard at first. But you got to get out there. You got to get your name out there. You got to, you know, every free second you have, whether you have a girlfriend, a wife, whatever, get out there and advertise yourself. Get out there and make your business strong. Go make some phone calls. You know, I'm still getting started. I'm still getting my business going. I'm stationed out in Colorado. You know, I'm more by Longmont area, but that's where I'm at. There's tons of horses out here. Another good thing is Outlaw lives out here. So it's fucking awesome. You know, there's two big inspirations in my life for music singers. Upchurch and Outlaw. You know, those guys' music, it's so inspirational. It's so right to the point. You can listen to it. You can be in a pissed off mood. And if you just go watch Outlaw's videos, you'll be laughing your butt off. So I definitely say give them a chance if you haven't heard of them. You know, and once again, for all you guys just getting started shoeing horses and everything, just get to it. You know, bust your butt. Make your living. Because if you honestly get your business going great, you can make up over 6 figures a year. And it's a definitely winding path, if that makes sense. But at the same time, it's worth, you know, there's nothing more character building than starting your own business, getting out there, you know, banging on the anvil for a couple hours, making horseshoes and You know, the more you work with a crazy horse, the more they're going to come to their senses and say, hey, he's not hurting me. Hey, I can get used to this guy, you know? There's a lot of technical things with it. You know, I went to school down in Oklahoma, and to be honest with you, they didn't really help me out that much. Most of it I had to kind of get the grasp on it on my own. But it's not that hard, actually. Like, it's very back-breaking, and there's a lot of labor to it. But at the end of the day, you just have to know what spots to go to, how to get the hoof cleaned, how to go in and carve it out, and all that. You can't be really shy about it. And, you know, I took on an apprentice a little while ago, and he was so timid about it, and I had to finally sit him down and say, look, this is where you want to mess this horse up. If you're going to make a mistake, this is where you want to do it. You can't be scared to do it. You know, the worst that's going to happen is you're going to make this horse bleed. And we're going to have to put some iodine in his hoof. But at the end of the day, guys, you just got to get out there and bust your butt. So, I'm going to call it a day. Y'all have a good one. Keep working hard. Get out there. Advertise yourself. And, you know, do what makes you happy. Listen to inspirational music. It helped me big time. Once again, the Farrier, out.